Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Stone Face Reactions. I'm Shy, and somewhere on the other side of me is Theta. I didn't actually ask that before we started recording, and we're here with the first episode of Death Parade, the show that I won this viewership in some kind of bet that I don't even remember. But we did this once before with Tower of Jirarga, in which Theta won that previous bet. I won this one, and so here we are with my show. 2 episodes of Death Parade.
Sorry, when you look that direction, you're looking right at my camera. So if I look in this direction, I should be looking right at you. So that's why you were
There's your thumbnails right there.
when you were doing the intro. That's what I was just doing, just looking at you. Anyway, yeah, I know nothing about the show. So
Yeah, you got nothing?
I've got nothing. Literally, I made the overlay so long ago. I don't even remember what I looked up to find it. At best,
I do remember it being a good overlay, though.
At best, 20 minutes ago, I tried to find any SRT files because we're watching this in dub.
Mm-hmm.
But I do still like having text I can read in case I can talk and miss stuff, obviously, like most people.
Yeah.
But I can still talk and parse text, so.
Yeah, I am very much the same way. The only reason isn't an issue for me is because I've seen this show 4 times already.
Right. Well, I just realized it when we were reacting to Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood the other day, because Griff decided we're also doing that one in dub.
Sure.
That
I mean, dub is really good.
Yeah, but I already know I'm gonna miss stuff, so I went on a hunt for SRT files for that one too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and apparently they just don't exist for English.
That sucks.
So yeah, I'm gonna do my best to pay attention.
Hey, if you miss anything, I can do what I can for you.
Well, you know how I was during Tower of Jirarga, just relentlessly going on about shit.
Oh, totally. I don't intend to do too much of that. I kind of want you to absorb it on your own. But, you got a question or something, you missed something, I got you.
Alright, that works.
Anything else before we hop into this?
Well, again, I know nothing at all, so unless there's something you want to share beforehand.
Well, I was gonna say, like, do you want like the synopsis here, or do you just want to jump in?
Well, I mean, you know best. If you were gonna sell this to somebody, which one might think this is your opportunity to sell it to 1,000 people at the very least.
Oh, geez, put the pressure on me there. Alright, well, I think that Death Parade is probably one of... I think it's probably one of the most beautiful visually anime that you'll ever watch. It's a very, very aesthetic anime with a very... How do I word this? It's got a very existential tone while still keeping kind of an engaging and upbeat atmosphere through the lens of judging souls through bar games. I think it's really fun. I think it's really engaging. I think it asks some very good entry-level existential questions. And I just honestly think it's something that everyone should watch just because it's just quality. It's just a quality series.
Have you ever read any Piers Anthony?
No. What kind of... Is that a breakfast cereal?
Well, one series he's famous for is Xanth, which is sometimes 1 to 2 book releases a year. He also did Incarnations of Immortality. I think most specifically related to this would be Riding a Pale Horse. The concept is it's a world where magic has come back. Not very important to this, just put it out there. And that the incarnations of major things, time, war, death, fate, etc., are all people with offices. I don't mean like buildings, I just mean like purviews of power is my office. So like the main character in like the first chapter of the first book is going to commit suicide And just before he pulls the trigger, he sees death appear before him to take his soul. And in that split second, shoots death in the face. And it's now his job to take the mantle of death and weigh souls against good and evil to determine if they're going to send them to heaven or hell.
This is just Tim Allen's The Santa Claus.
Sort of. There's a whole multi-level storyline thing.
There's a lot of stories in which, oh, I killed X person and now I have to replace them.
Yeah.
I mean, you could look at God of War, you know.
Right, but I only brought it up because it brings up a lot of existential stuff too. Like, the dude gets summoned to an atheist's place for apparently no reason. Because the atheist doesn't believe in anything, his soul just dissipates. Or taking the soul of a woman he loves, knowing that she's been connived against by the devil, to have her soul go to hell or something like that. So in refusing to take a soul, everybody on Earth can't die.
Yeah, I guess the overarching theme that Death Parade tries to drive, at least my interpretation, it's really about who has the right to judge a soul, and even from there, how do you go about doing that the right way? You know what I mean?
Well, that just makes me now wonder if there's no framework to reality in this show.
How do you mean?
Well, who has the right to judge a soul? Assumedly, the one that's been given the right has the right to judge a soul.
Oh, absolutely. But even still, the show tries to throw that question at you.
Again, that's just my initial thought, because I'm assuming that you're giving this from I'm a dead person. What right have you to judge me? And my first thought would be, well, God put me in this position, so God. Or something, like whatever the framework of the universe within the show. First thoughts without, watching anything or knowing anything. Or I assume whoever made the crest that I have on this overlay. I'd hate to find out it was some sort of human organization.
Well, I can at least promise you that humans are just humans here. But and anything else I think is best just left seen.
Alright.
Well, before we start though, I don't know the Patreon plug. Can I have a script?
I don't remember what I gave Griffin anymore. You know what? I'll just do it. I'll do it the best I can.
Well, you know what though? Here's my Patreon plug. Hey guys, we have a Patreon. Anything that you send us helps go towards creating more content here, making it look better, putting food in our stomachs, all that good stuff. It's just $5 a month, but there's no pressure. Just if you can, every little bit helps, and thank you so much for that. There you go.
Machiko!
Baby, thank God! What is this weird place?
I don't know. My memory's a complete blank.
Strange.
Kind of reminds me of the beginning of Drifters.
Doesn't make any sense.
That's one I keep meaning to get around to.
Oh,
People keep talking about how good it is.
you
Especially when I talk about
die
this anime.
and you find yourself at the beginning of a hallway.
I actually was about to say, when I bring up this anime, people actually compare it to Drifters. So if that's a good thing, maybe you'll appreciate it.
Well, it's like the least seen part of Drifters. I think you see it 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
Right this way, please. Welcome to Quindecum. Please have a seat.
And here we go. The most misappropriately toned opening for any anime ever.
I can most assure you it's probably not going to make it in. Openings get copyright hit the first.
That's okay.
Also, main character talks way too quietly.
That's his thing. He's a quiet, monotone boy.
Well, I was immediately trying to turn him up, and then the opening song started playing, which is way louder than he is.
It's alright, he just said the name of the bar and said, sit down.
Yeah, I didn't hear it. That's why I was trying to turn him up.
Quindecum.
This was in your top 10, wouldn't it?
It really was, and it still is. I love this band so much.
See,
But I mean,
I didn't
how can you not
remember.
like punk rock?
I didn't remember very much about your top 10, but I just remember. Yeah, I've heard "Put Your Hands Up" somewhere before. So I was like, it must have been from your top 10.
Yeah, I love this song so much. This whole band. This isn't even their best song. It's not.
A pleasure to meet you. My name is Deckham, and I will be your bartender.
Yeah, okay.
You will most likely find this a strange question, but I'm afraid I do have to ask it. Do you remember anything prior to your arrival here?
Nothing. Neither of us seems to. Although, thinking about it, I'm pretty sure we were on our honeymoon.
Oh yeah, turn them way up.
Right. I can actually remember that much too.
Yes, very good. Thank you for indulging.
I mean, I offered
Anyway,
to swap to
forget that. Tell us about
the
this
subs.
place.
One moment. I will now explain some things about your situation. This is important.
His eyeballs are
Please pay
cross.
attention.
Yes.
Number one, I'm afraid I
That
cannot
is
provide
important.
you with any information regarding your current location. Number two, now that you are here, we shall have you play a game.
I'm sorry. Play a game?
Number three,
Worked for
as
Bill
to
and
game
Ted.
Selection, that will be decided upon by roulette.
A reference I can
Number
get.
four, the stakes of the game are very high, your lives, in fact.
What the hell are you talking about?
And number five, don't worry, this is the final point. Until the game is completed, you cannot leave.
I want Anton Sugar to walk in. What's the most you've ever lost on a coin flip?
Poor guy. He's obviously nuts.
That's strange. Nope, this is the bathroom.
Damn it!
Does anyone ever use the bathroom?
I think so.
Just figure since they're dead and everything.
Pretty sure.
All right, where's the exit?
As I have explained, you cannot leave the bar until the game is finished.
And if I say we're not playing your damn game?
I would sincerely recommend against it.
So you can't just stay in the bar forever and not play the game?
Well, actually, you can hang out there pretty much. I'm pretty sure.
Those look like...
Like, you can hang out there for a while. He's just gonna kind of
What
push
is
you to
this
play.
place? Why are there bodies?
But like,
As I outlined in both points 2 and
if you
4,
wanted to sit there and have a
play
drink, you
game
could.
in which the stakes are your
Well, he's kind of showing that you can't.
Say more than that.
He's some kind of
Well, he's saying you
psycho.
can't refuse the
Must
game.
be.
You can hang out
Have
for a
you
minute.
Press this button, please. The roulette will begin, and the game will be decided.
What do you think?
Let's just do what he says for now. Who knows what'll happen if we don't? The guy's clearly unbalanced.
Yeah, you're right.
It's kind of weird that these two don't, like, figure, hey, there's two of us. I think we can outpower this lanky albino.
Right? Right? I always thought that too. Especially since some of the people they bring in here are definitely bigger than he is.
The rules of the game are simple. You will take turns throwing the darts in front of you until someone reaches 0 points. Alternatively, if you should run out of darts before that happens, whoever scores lower will be named the winner.
You'd be surprised how many people don't know the rules of darts.
Please throw
Honestly, I didn't until I watched this.
I didn't until I watched somebody play Final Fantasy VII Remake.
and the inner triple.
Ah.
A single bull is worth
It's a mini
Honestly,
game.
I didn't even fully comprehend it until I started playing Yakuza 0 and kept wondering why I was losing. I was like, but I got past 0, and I was like, no, you need to hit exactly
Those are
0.
linked to your respective nervous systems.
Wait, what did you say? We're linked to the boards?
Yes. Where the dart hits, you will feel a corresponding pain.
Impossible.
And naturally, the higher the score is, the greater your pain will be.
No, there's no way. You're lying.
Calm down, honey.
So sure for a bullseye, have a heart attack.
Let's just pretend to go
More or
along with it
less.
for now, okay?
That's what a heart symbol
You
is.
sure?
If
Yeah.
things do get ugly, I'll figure something out.
I trust you.
Very well. The game will now begin.
Linked to the boards, huh? There's just no way they could do that.
Aim for the butt.
Aim for the butt.
I saw it. It's on the board. It's like on the left side, left upper side.
All I felt was a little twinge of pain. It doesn't even hurt anymore.
I mean, the butt's just padded fat. It's gotta hurt the least, right?
I don't know.
It's all right. Just calm
Good
down.
thoughts, honestly.
Here, why don't I give it a try now?
Except they're not playing real darts, though. You don't start from 501 to my recollection.
Baby, does it really hurt?
It's true. There is a link. How can they be doing this? Did something stick me? No, there's nothing.
Takashi!
Just wait over there! Don't think you could fool me, you psycho! I'm a doctor! There's no sign of any surgery! What have you done to us?
Nothing in particular.
He sounds pretty fooled to me.
Then how are you making us feel pain?
You can stop it. As I told you before, in this game, your lives are at stake. If you want to avoid inflicting pain, then all you have to do is miss the targets.
Serious?
Have we learned nothing from war games?
Darts. That will bring the game to a
The only winning move is not to play.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that.
Except, of course, that will ensure that Machiko will be the victor.
I would lose?
What is it? What did he say? Can you hear me?
Oh, don't tell me.
Apparently,
He's gonna show that he's the real dick, and he's gonna try to win,
we can just
instead
keep
of, you know,
racing. It'll indicate-
sacrificing himself for his wife.
We can do that, really?
And you know what's crazy is even when you can read the show
Except if
like
we
that,
do,
it's gonna
well,
pull
look
one
at
on
the
you.
score. You would lose.
Let's not worry about that for now.
But something bad happens to the loser. Tales from the Crypt style.
That's right. It doesn't
It's-
matter
it's-
if I lose,
It's best left to let the show explain what it's doing.
as long as I still have Machiko.
Why don't you just fucking try and tie? How about that?
Is something wrong?
Yeah,
It's
for
your
real.
turn to throw.
I spaced
Whatever
out.
happens to us both. What happens if you try and commit suicide in the bar?
I can't remember if anyone tried or not.
I
feel like that's the sort of thing I'd remember.
I didn't mean to. My hand slipped.
You can't kill me if I kill me first.
It's all right, baby. I'm fine. It's not too bad.
I mean, I have a theory about what would happen, just based on my knowledge of the setting, but that's it.
Oh, my eyes! Oh, my eyes!
Oh no! I'm so sorry! Are you okay?
You had to hit the double ring!
I didn't do it on purpose! You know that, right? I'm so sorry! Baby, I'm so sorry! I swear I didn't mean to! Please, baby, don't! Or, if you have to, at least try not to hit my belly.
Oh, fuck me.
It's your child.
What? Really?
Yes.
That explains it. You haven't been acting like yourself.
Yes.
How many weeks are you?
About 10 now?
Why didn't you say something?
I was going to. I wanted to surprise you during our trip. I haven't told anybody yet. I wanted you to be the first one to know.
I'm glad I was. I'm so happy, honey. Try to take it easy now, okay?
Right? I'll do my best.
I can't believe I'm finally going to be a father.
I mean, best case scenario, you're not, but...
Your Prime Minister's proud of you, buddy.
Seriously? Just fucking told you not to.
Tied the game, though.
Yeah, but what's the point of it?
There's still one dart. Oh,
Where's the baby go?
Could you?
It wasn't on purpose.
oh, you know.
Yeah, right.
Well, it's this Christian
What if something
mythology.
happens to the baby?
The baby's fine, because it goes straight to heaven.
What is it?
I can't even look at you. How could I have forgotten that?
I want to say it is.
What are you talking
I
about?
mean, even if she goes to hell,
Machiko, think real
and I'm
hard.
a baptized baby,
It was a nice ceremony.
or a
Yeah,
baby
you
killed
have to
in
admit,
womb,
though,
still goes to
she
heaven.
does play to win.
Oh yeah, she does.
Well, it's convenient.
Machi.
She's
Do they
always
mean
been that
Machiko?
way. Machi sees something she wants and goes after it.
You're not kidding. I hear her husband's a doctor.
I'm so jealous. A successful husband and a hot boyfriend.
God damn it, can we stop dancing around the holes in this?
I heard every word of their little conversation.
About what? Me?
It's almost funny, finding out that you're having an affair on the same day as our wedding.
What are you saying? What affair?
And I still went through with it. I couldn't bring myself to call it off. I just kept trying to pretend I hadn't heard them.
No, you're wrong. I've been faithful.
I loved you so much I would have done anything for you.
I love you too. Whatever you've heard, it's wrong.
Don't you lie to me!
I'm not lying. It's the truth.
Oh well, it's all over now. Tell me, bartender.
What would you like to know?
Those rules of yours, there's one you haven't told us, right?
What are you doing? That one isn't yours.
So what if it isn't? You see, when he explained the rules, he never actually specified the targets. Isn't that right?
Your assumption is correct. As long as the dart hits a target, points will be scored.
The game's predicated on us taking from each other from the beginning. 7 darts were never going to be enough.
The dart in your hand is the last to be thrown, meaning whosever target it hits will be the winner of the game.
You still haven't told us what happens to
That's
the
bullshit.
Nor can I tell you. Please accept my apology.
rules. Rules are rules.
I mean, even as someone who's no game, no life is their favorite anime, that's just bullshit.
See how she likes it.
Technically, he's acting within
You're
the
not
rules.
used to losing, are you?
Who's Machi?
That's your nickname, isn't it?
Hold on. Just think back for a second. Remember me telling you there was a friend coming to our wedding I hadn't seen in years? Yeah, Machida Yuki. A friend from school. She really hated her name when we were younger. She said it was too masculine for her.
Wait a second, are you saying
That's the reason we gave her the nickname Machi.
she's Machi?
I remember hearing she got married several years ago to a doctor. But she was having a hard time breaking it off with her old
What are the
You're
odds?
joking.
You think
Right.
I'm making this up too?
I'd just be happy to be talking about this person from 7 years ago in this place.
She really does play to win. You're not kidding. I hear her husband's a doctor.
No. My god. So that means the baby is mine?
I told you I wasn't lying, but you wouldn't believe me.
I'm sorry.
Should I just say, I'm gonna say, fuck this show? If she's been lying this whole time,
Get away from me! I'll show you!
I'm gonna be 100 with you. Hold all reservations until we watch the second episode. There's a reason I said that 2 was necessary for Death Parade.
Congratulations. You are the winner, Machiko. And with that, the game is officially at an end. If you would both please move over this way.
Just a minute. Please. One more throw. Just one.
There's no point!
What?
Stop. There's no point to any of it.
What do you mean?
Hey, bartender. We're already dead now, aren't we?
Yes. I'm afraid you have both left the land of the living. Following their deaths, people are either sent to heaven or to hell. That is why Quindecim exists, to decide who is sent where. Only certain pairs are invited to come here, however. You must have died at the same moment to qualify. My apologies. I'm sorry for not having told you earlier.
But why the game, though?
They explain it.
Are you gonna answer that?
Huh? No, I don't feel like talking right now.
Give me that. I'll answer for you.
Jeez, what are you doing? Stop it! Watch the road!
Like I said, if she's been actually lying this whole time, then she's the real evil in this situation.
Hold all reservations for the second
I just wanted
episode.
to start a family, that was all. I wanted to be a father. And instead I killed my own child. How could this happen? You're God, aren't you? There must be something you can do.
I'm sorry, my role is merely that of arbiter.
It's a dream, right? It has to be. Nothing this crazy could be real. Shut up! Just drop the innocent act already!
What act?
It's not my child!
What? Whose do you think it is exactly?
Somebody else's, please! It has to be!
Takashi, please.
Why?
What nationality are they?
Japanese.
So it's not likely that they'll have Christian beliefs. So the baby doesn't gonna have. I don't know what Shinto mythology believes in, so mythology. Sorry, Shinto religion believes in.
Right for once. Yeah. I'm in love with somebody else.
Her like yagami
I
moment.
mean, it's obvious, isn't it? Did you actually think somebody would ever fall in love with you? What are you, a complete
I mean, obviously she's saying it to make him feel better, so it's not hitting home.
You were lying? You really were making it all up?
Of course I was lying, moron! I mean, your child!
Dirty bitch! I'll teach you!
Why do they come out now?
The game's over.
Oh, he tried ripping them out a moment ago when the game was still already over.
What's happening?
I don't know.
The game ended when the final dart was thrown.
You think I care about your damn game? Let me out of this!
Once more, I am sorry. You see, the ruling has already been made.
Let me out of this so I can commit spousal abuse. What the fuck, man?
Very sorry. Well then, it's time we were off. Come with me, please. Thank you for playing. Best of luck on your journey.
Oh, Hellraiser elevator this one's turned out to be. So wait, she going to hell?
Sort of.
No, I just mean that she was on the right-hand side, which has the demon, demon Oni looking thing, and the other one seems to be, I don't know. The white face things tend to be evil too, so.
Generally, you can associate the white mask with heaven and the demon mask with hell, but they sort of explain what heaven and hell are. I think the next episode.
Crap, now I'm just trying to remember in the opening, was there a woman that looked like her? Because this seems like a real good intro into a second character into the bar.
Mm-hmm.
She was clearly the better actor of the two.
Any of the guests, the guests to the bar, you're only going to see them in the episodes they're relevant to.
Oh, so your pitch that we have to watch 2 means nothing to this character anymore.
Nope. Because the second episode, you're going to see the same thing from the perspective of other characters to explain the setting.
Well, that's
So these 2 characters are going to be important still.
Oh, is
The
it?
other
Okay.
ones, you get their full stories.
Not a bad job there, Deckham.
Thank you, I did my best. What did you think about it?
It was pretty awful.
You will get used to it.
So where did each of them end up going then?
I'm guessing Takashi's soul was sent for reincarnation and Machiko's was sent into the void.
Yes.
Oh, I see. Maybe you can clear something up for me?
Clarification will happen in episode 2. So,
Yep.
yeah, because her eyes aren't crosses like the other ones are.
You know what's really sad, too, about us only watching 2 episodes? Is that my favorite episode is episode 3. Literally my favorite one.
I guess make and win more bets.
Literally. I will get you through Death Parade, through the end of my gambling fits.
I just don't understand, I guess, what the... It's not a morals-driven show, because the morally correct person went to the void.
Yes.
Like,
It's one of those shows where everything that you're like saying right now, it's addressed.
well, it's like,
The show does cover its ground. It just takes its time with it.
was it Midas? No, it was David, wasn't it? The chop the baby in half thing, right? Clearly the mother...
Midas is the guy who turns stuff into gold.
No, Midas I'm talking about. Which one? I think it was David, the chop the baby in half one. Where the mother that cares more is the one that's going to put up the most fight to keep the baby alive, even if it doesn't go to them.
Right.
Right, well, this is the woman that cared about others more to the point of damnation. And yet, that sacrifice is worth nothing.
Correct.
Right. So the moral is, when faced with the afterlife, fuck everyone else. What's the moral, is what I'm getting at. Because if it's the show seems to be based from the bad guys. Like, is the bartender Satan? Equivalent? Satan equivalent? Because he seems to just be doing the bad thing.
He's simply an arbiter.
Sometimes arbiters have a say.
He does have a say. He's the one who makes the call.
Yeah, and he sent the good person to the void.
Correct.
Is this Nirvana? Is this religion like Nirvana? Where being sent to the void is the good thing? The thing that we want to achieve?
No, they leave the religion itself kind of ambiguous, but they do use words like heaven, hell, and God because it's easy for people to understand.
Well, you can't when we're talking about, say, like, Christian mythos versus Buddhism, right? You can't be religiously neutral because, obviously, Christian mythos, you seek everlasting immortality. Buddhist mythos, you seek an end to the cycle, which is the void. So literally there are 2 different versions of an afterlife. So you kind of can't be neutral in this aspect.
Correct.
Right, so they're sending people to the void, though, which doesn't typically exist in most mythos. They're not, you're saying that they will say hell, but they didn't say hell. They said the void.
They will say heaven and hell to the patrons, and they will use reincarnation and the void for the people who are in the know.
So other people will get more information than these 2 did.
No, I mean, like, people within the bar. Like, people who are part of the bar, not guests.
You said patrons. They'll tell patrons.
They will tell patrons heaven, hell, right?
Right, those are the people that are coming in, like these 2.
Yeah, those are the terminology that they will use.
That's what I'm saying, so other people will get...
replacement words.
Other
people who work within the bar, other arbiters or people that are there know it as reincarnation and the void.
No, what I'm getting at is other people who come here, other patrons like these 2,
Yes.
are going to be told more information than these two got told. If other people are going to be
I already
told,
you know.
you just said that the other patrons will be told heaven and hell. That's more information.
After the game, like they were.
They didn't tell those two heaven or hell.
Yes, they did.
No, they told the other bar workers void and whatever the other word was. I centered
and he
on.
explained. He explained you after you die, you either get sent to heaven or to hell.
When was that said?
As soon as they finish the game. She was like, "We're dead, aren't we?" And he's like, "Yes." And when you die at the same time, you come here and we judge whether you go to heaven.
I must have been so centered on the whole, this is a fucked up thing aspect.
You were pretty focused on, like, if that girl ends up actually being bad, I'm a flip. You were pretty focused on that.
Well, no, I mean the whole that she, like, sacrificed everything just to make him feel better about what was happening.
Oh yeah, I'm talking about leading up to that.
Well, I mean, that's about the point where you're saying that they said it. And I was focused on, this is fucked up, because she's obviously the better person. This is the man that jumped to conclusions. This is the man that jumped to conclusions so hard he got them both killed. Sorry, he got all three of them killed.
Oh yes.
And
by all rights, they should have gone to the opposite place.
And
You're
I guess
correct on that.
Conversely,
and the show addresses it.
Not only does she go to the void, the baby goes to the void, because they said you're sent there in pairs by people that died at the same time. Well, clearly the baby didn't survive. Must have died at the same time.
To address the whole where does life start debate, I think they just gloss right over it.
Well, I mean, even by the most abstract of terms, almost every country. Well, wait, she said weeks or months?
10 weeks.
Okay, never mind. I thought she said. I was like 10 months. What the fuck is going on? All right, never mind then. I was gonna say like 8 months, 6 months. Most countries in the world agree life starts way late into the pregnancy. But if you're talking about weeks, then I have no idea.
Oh yeah, she was still in the first trimester. She could have been aborting it if she really wanted.
We know that wouldn't have happened, but at the same time.
Oh, absolutely. I'm just saying, like, she was pretty early.
God.
Yeah, literally every single gripe and comment you have is definitely addressed, and a lot of it is addressed next episode.
Alright, well, this has been Stone-Faced Reactions, watching the first episode of Death Parade. Tune in for the next episode. I've been Theta. This has been Shy. Yeah. Catch you next time.
Formerly known as Shy.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stone-Faced Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?